Hi everyone, welcome back to the Relax and Craft YouTube channel. My name's Fleur and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the butterfly weave. So the butterfly weave is a beautiful weave. It can either be used in segments or as a continuous weave, and you can also make beautiful feature points with it as well by using 3 butterfly wings. This weave takes 2 different sizes of jump ring. Now I am using a 4mm inner diameter on a 1mm wire, giving it an aspect ratio of 4, and a 6.5mm inner diameter wire on a 1mm gauge wire, giving that an aspect ratio of 6.5. And I really like the look of having the Mobius rings in the middle, hence why I go up to the 6.5. You can do this with a smaller centre. I just think it looks really beautiful when it is spaced out like so with those larger rings. This section here is 2 butterflies connected together in a continuous weave, and like I say, in this one it can be just a single butterfly unit that you can use as a feature on a necklace or on a bracelet, or even just half a butterfly wing as an earring if you so wanted. So let's get started with making this beautiful chainmail weave. So starting with the middle of our butterfly unit, we're going to create a Mobius ring. So a Mobius ring is just 3 interlocking jump rings all swirling around each other. Let me see if I can get it really close so you can have a little look. So you can see there, it's a really beautiful standalone weave all by itself, and Mobius rings, really beautiful. Can be done in lots of different sizes as well, but like I say, we're using the 6.5 because I want that really nice centre of the butterfly weave. So I've got my 3 6.5mm jump rings. I've used 1 closed and I've left 2 open. So I'm just going to move those to the side so that you can see. I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit more. So I'm going to take my closed jump ring. Okay, so like I say, this is just pre-closed. Just go ahead and pre-close your jump ring, and I'm going to hold it horizontally. Oops. I was going to hold it horizontally till I've dropped it. I'm going to hold it horizontally like so. Okay, I'm going to take an open jump ring in my pliers, and I'm going to imagine this is a clock face, and I'm going to go down from the top to the bottom around 4 o'clock. Now it doesn't matter whereabouts on here that you put this jump ring in, but I always find when I'm teaching this weave, if you always think down at 4 o'clock, then every jump ring that you add in will always be in the correct orientation, and it won't have sort of like spun around itself or gone a little bit out of kilter, because obviously you can see here my jump rings are really nicely folded around each other, but if I was to flip that one over, you can see how it's not sitting as perfectly. So 4 o'clock in and then close, and then my third one and my final jump ring exactly the same. Pick up both of the jump rings, making sure that they're sitting on top of each other, and again down through the middle at 4 o'clock and close. And then when I lay this down, you can see now how we've got this really beautiful swirling component. Okay, and wherever if you pick it up and drop it, okay, if it lands like that, all you need to do is just flip. You'll see which is the odd ring. Just flip it over, give it a little spin, and it goes straight back to that beautiful swirling like an infinity knot. Now from here, now we need to add on 4 of our 4mm jump rings. So we're going to add on 4 open 4mm jump rings onto that Mobius. Now each side of the butterfly unit, so each wing, if you like, has 4 starting units. So I'm just going to put 4 on to start with. If you wanted to, if you're batch making these, so you're making them in sort of like lots of different stages, then you can go ahead and put 8 on and just know that 4 of them are for one side and 4 of them are for the other. So I've now got my 4 jump rings in place. Okay, so you can see there my 4 small jump rings which are attached to my Mobius. Now what we want to do is we want to separate those 4 jump rings into 2 pairs. Okay, so I've just taken 2 to the top and 2 to the bottom, and I'm going to take another open jump ring and I'm going to add that through each pair. If this is the very first time of making butterfly, I would just stick with the 4 jump rings just so that nothing else gets in the way. Like I say, once you get going, you can put all 8 of those small jump rings around and then do each side as you wish. So I've just separated those 4. So now what I've got is my 4 initial jump rings, and they are now split into 2 pairs with a jump ring going through each pair. I'm now going to go back to looking at these first initial 4 jump rings, and what I want to do, if we count them 1, 2, 3 and 4, what I want to do is I'm going to put a jump ring only through 2 and 3. Okay, so I'm only going to pick up jump ring number 2 and jump ring number 3, like so. So I've got 1 loose on either side. Ignore the 2 that we've put on previously. Just going to place a jump ring through number 2 and number 3. And just close that up. Now what you've got now is that jump ring is now sitting like so. Okay, so it's sitting on top of the row that we added previously. Now what I want to do is I'm going to turn my work over and I'm going to add the same jump ring in to jump ring number 2 and number 3. Now it's only those 2 jump rings that we're picking up, so make sure it doesn't go through anything else, so just pick up jump ring number 2 and jump ring number 3. Okay, and close. So what I've got now is I have this, so my original 4, and then I added them, it separated them into 2 pairs and placed a jump ring on either pair, and then I added a jump ring to jump ring number 2 and 3 on either side. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to switch this out for a really large example. So this is what we've done so far. So my Mobius, my 4 original, my 2 pairs, and then jump rings 2 and 3 on either side. So what we want to look at now is, let me just place this in here so you can see, we're now looking at the 4 jump rings at the bottom, so the 2 on the side and the 2 that are mirror imaging each other. And what you can see is, you can see that we've got sort of like, let me just hold that there, actually, there, that's perfect. So we've got lots of little gaps now that you can see. So I've got a gap on the outside, so this is my far right, and then I've got an inside right, I've then got my middle, I've then got an inside left and a far left and outside left. So outside right, middle, inside left, outside left. What I want to do is I want to place a jump ring through the 2 inside gaps, so inside right and inside left. So what that's going to pick up, it's going to pick up the 2 that are the pair and the one that's on the side. So if I just put that through there, you can see there how that's now picked up all 3 of those jump rings, and I'm going to close that up. And I'm going to do the same on the left. So as I look down at it, you can see that gap just here, going down and picking up all 3. So I've picked up the 2 that are mirror imaging each other, the ones that go onto jump rings 2 and 3, and the left hand side, and close. And that is 1/2 of your butterfly wing. So I'm going to do that now with you on the correct size, just so you can see it, how it would be in the sizes that you're going to be using. So picking up my small jump ring, I'm going to just see, let me just get it to focus, there we go. So you can see I've just gone down through, down through that inner right section and making sure that it's got all 3 jump rings attached on there. If you can hear panting in the background, it's my dog Dolly. She's here with me making chainmail. So you can see there how that's gone through, and close. Okay, so that one was the one on the right. I just flipped it over to do it up, and then taking another open jump ring, I'm going to go through the same on the left and close. And that is 1 wing of your beautiful butterfly done. Now what you want to do is just replicate that on the other side. So you can see here how I've replicated that on the other side. This is a standalone unit, so then I've just used a smaller jump ring, and that can be any small jump ring that you've got in your stash. I think these are about a 3mm jump ring, just to connect it into these beautiful little units that I've made. So that is your standalone unit. Okay, so you just do the same on either side. If you wanted to do 3 units for the centre of a necklace or the centre of a bracelet, then obviously you just then put your 4 extra jump rings on the bottom. So there's still plenty of room on your 6.5 jump rings to actually have another drop of half a butterfly wing on there. You can do 4 butterfly wings, but obviously this is, unless it's all connected together, it's just going to flop down over the front. So that is how you do your 3 jump rings, your 3 butterfly wings. And then if you want to connect them all together, the last 2 jump rings that we've just added that go through the inner right and the inner left, all you're going to do is reopen that up and attach it to the one next to it. So you can see that those jump rings, so in this case the black jump rings, so the ones that are holding it all together, these black jump rings, that attaches to one butterfly wing and to the other butterfly wing. So rather than it being standalone like so, it's just attached in to the next one along, and that's how you get your continuous weave and also your unit weave as well. It's a really versatile little unit and really beautiful in lots and lots of different sections of jewellery. If you didn't want to put a Mobius ring in the middle, you can just put a single ring in there. You could go down in size with your single ring as well. Just have a little play about with it, because it is a really lovely weave to learn, and it has this real decorative pattern. So thank you for watching this short tutorial on how to create this gorgeous butterfly weave. I'd love it if you have a go at this weave, and if you're on social media, just tag me in it, just hashtag relax and craft. It would be great to see what you make and what combinations you put this weave with, because it really is really versatile. If you have liked this video, then please consider giving it a thumbs up, leaving me a comment, and if you love all things jewellery making, then why not subscribe to my channel? Just hit that bell notification underneath and select all, and then YouTube will tell you whenever I drop a new tutorial, unboxing or tool review. So until the next time, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.